Me llamo Costa, Costa Rica, pero cuando cometió esta historia no me llamaba así. Suscríbete a mi canal y sigue viendo por más. Boom boom, chao. Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can hopefully tell by the title, the thumbnail and my mask, I will be reviewing the NYX X Money Heist La Casa de Papel collection today, and I'm super excited because I'm a huge fan. If you haven't seen La Casa de Papel on Netflix, I highly recommend. Let's just get on and try these products out. I took my hoodie off, I took my mask off because it's going to get in the way. Before I get started, I'm just going to show you the products real quick that I bought that I'm going to be reviewing today. I'm going to start off with the mirror, and I was so excited that they have come out with a mirror. I seem to be becoming a mirror collector because every brand is coming out with mirrors nowadays with every collection, but that's fine. This mirror was £18, which I thought, you know, for a mirror is actually quite high up, especially considering this is a NYX collection. I mean, it does have the La Casa de Papel, Money Heist, Netflix, handheld mirror. It looks very on brand. I love it. I do wish it was a little bit bigger because it doesn't actually hide my face, but it is a Dali mask and it is a plastic one. The mirror itself is quite a nice quality. It has a Boom Boom Ciao on the mirror, like written on the mirror. The mirror does have La Casa de Papel, Money Heist written on the handle as well, and then NYX's logo at the top. Very nice. I do think that for NYX, £18 is quite steep, but it is a collector's item. Everything will be, yeah, it's expensive, but it's a collector's item, so I'm happy to pay that price. Everything today. Okay, the next thing that I thought was amazing, absolutely cool, and I just had to get it for myself and my sister. If you're watching this, look away because I do have some presents for you. The NYX gold brick, love it. It is shaped like a brick of gold, maybe just a little bit smaller and definitely less expensive. Let's see, I do believe it was £16. This brick of gold costs £18. It's a cardboard box. Again, it has the Dali logo on there, it has NYX's logo, says highlighter, gold brick. I got the shade gold brick. There is a rose gold brick, I believe, as well. It's very small, but then again, do you really need so much of the highlighter? Does look nice. Again, it kind of is raised to look like a brick, and it says the only gold that matters, El Profesor. The next thing I got, very unnecessary to me and sort of meh, I mean, I got it so they got me, is the brush. This costs, me llamo Costa, Costa Rica, pero cuando cometió esta historia no me llamaba así. Suscríbete a mi canal y sigue viendo por más. Boom boom, chao. La Casa de Papel. Hello and welcome back to my channel. As you can hopefully tell by the title, the thumbnail and my mask, I will be reviewing the NYX X Money Heist La Casa de Papel collection today, and I'm super excited because I'm a huge fan. If you haven't seen La Casa de Papel on Netflix, it's sort of empty. It's not weighted by any means or anything like that. It kind of feels a little cheap. I also got the Epic ink liner, and again, I thought this was just kind of like almost an afterthought. This was £9. I love the packaging and everything, but to me, making a liner that they already have, NYX already have this liner. The only difference is it's gold. This doesn't even say La Casa de Papel anywhere. I bought both of the lipstick. They are still in their caps. There's way too much packaging for me, but you know, it is what it is. They are in those like paper sort of covers, which I actually prefer. I really like. I got the Nairobi and Tokyo. It is really nice. It does have those logos because it makes it so special. The Nairobi one is the one that I'm looking forward to. It's like a brownie sort of purple, and then just a very basic red for Tokyo. This is a nice touch. So on the cap, when you, not on the cap, on the actual lipstick itself, when you take it off, it has a quote from Tokyo. Do you know what I find sexy? Intelligence. I did get 4 of the Colourful liners. I bought a majority of this collection on Superdrug and then a couple of things on Beauty Bay, but Beauty Bay only had the 4 liners. I got the green, the black, the red and the cream. And last but not least, in this collection they have come out with 2 different palettes, a grand big Dali palette and the El Professor smaller palette. I've babbled on and on. Let me just tell you the prices really quick before I move on. The grand palette, the big palette, is £40, which I think is a lot of money. Again, considering it's NYX, you do get 22 shades, but again, you know, £40, I expect to pay that when it comes to Be Perfect or Mitchell's palette. And the El Professor small palette is £16. But without further ado, let's just quickly zoom it in because you want me to try these products out. So I'm not sure which palette I'm going to use. I think I'm going to start off with the big Dali one. Of course, you know, you want to know if it's worth £40. I do have to say that they did put an imprint of a bank on here. The vault has an imprint of the gold. Press League has the imprint of the dog. So there is some attention to details. I know custom like imprints or presses are expensive, but we all knew a lot of people would buy this, so did you really need to bump up that price that much? Let's just get on because I feel like I've been talking and not getting anywhere yet. My primer of choice today is going to be the ABH or Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I do have to admit, I don't have an idea for this look. I'm just going to pick out the shades. They are quite everyday friendly, I feel like. There's a lot of dark shades, but there's a nice variety. They are not too bright in your face. You know, I don't think it would actually suit the vibe of the show if these were very bright, because there's a lot of explosions, there's a lot of like hidden places and stuff, and yeah, probably wouldn't suit it. I'm taking red jumpsuit first, and it is one of the pigments, so I'm breaking the rules already. I'm putting something that they have suggested not to put on the eyes. I would say the pigmentation is pretty good. And as you can see, I've placed it on the outer corner and swooshed it into my crease. This look, of course, primarily will sort of have to be red. Red is the colour of La Casa de Papel. And after doing this, I'm just using my brush to diffuse the edges very lightly. I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm going to take a little bit of Uno Mas. I will be honest, I'm not sure what that means. and I'm putting a little bit of that. Okay, maybe a lot of it. I didn't take much, and the pigmentation on that one nice. I'm taking another brush, and the shade called In the Bank. It's like a very sort of my skin color shade, and I'm putting that on the very edge of the orange, sort of underneath my brow, on my brow bone. So far that looks really pretty. I think I'm just going to take the brush I had for my first shade and just make sure it is all nicely blended. Another brush, and I'm going to dip into Press Leak. It seems like an everyday nice and sort of coffee with milk sort of shade, and I'm going to put this on my inner crease up to my brow. And then I'm going to take Red Jumpsuit again, just a tiny bit, and kind of follow through with this into the crease on the inner corner. I'm probably going to take some Volt in a minute as well to darken the outer corner, but before I do that, I need something on the lid. The first one that stood out to me is Gold Flood. It's like a gold. It's very obvious, but it just looks so pretty, I can't resist. Okay, I am using my finger because this will not pick up with a brush. It's not going to look as nice. I usually use my finger for shimmers anyway. Nice glittery bits as well. This seems to be, they haven't labelled it as a pigment. It's just an eyeshadow, and for an eyeshadow this is really nice. I kind of do wonder though how different the Volt is, the shade, the Volt, because they are pushing it. This is just ever so slightly like a touch more orange, but on the eyes it probably looks the same. For my inner corner, because I can never reach it with my chubby fingers, I'm going to take a brush and take a little bit of State Secret, or Secrets, yeah, State Secrets, and I'm putting this on the sort of inner bit. This would be a nice sort of everyday sort of shimmer. Okay, I'm taking Revolt, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line and pulling it up just to smoke out the outer edge. There's a lot of fallout with this one, so much fallout. It is a darker shade, so it's much more noticeable that there is fallout, but there is a lot of fallout. And the last little bit that I'll do before I go off camera and do my other eye is use this beautiful magical liner that they've come out with, the Epic Ink liner. I'm just lining my top lid with a thin line, no wing or anything, just kind of stopping. I'll share my thoughts on that one at the end. I'm going to clean my under eye because of all the fallout and catch up with my other eye, and then we shall do a little bit more. Okay, and I'm back, and as you can see, I've done a lot more than just sweep my fallout and do my other eye. I did the rest of my face, because you're not here for the whole tutorial, you're most likely here for the review. But in case you want to know what I have on my face, is the Born to Glow foundation. I did a wear test on this. It's a really nice foundation. It lasts reasonably well on my oily skin. It has very good coverage and I highly recommend it. I did use a beautiful bar of gold that is Fenty Beauty bronzer. I added a little bit of concealer under my under eye and I used my favorite Revolution Conceal and Define. Then I set my face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, leaving a line of wet concealer directly under my eye because I will be doing my under eye eyeshadow. I then set the perimeters of my face and my nose with the KVD Shade and Light. I sculpt with this, it's my go-to. I also did my brows. I used my favorite ABH products. If you want to see that, I highly recommend you watching the ABH video. But I am here, I am ready to continue this video on, to continue this review on. I want to add a little bit of blush, and I love using eyeshadow as blush. These pans are tiny, so it's going to be quite hard. I also had to Google what uno más means, and it means one more, I think. I already forgotten. Let's see if I can get a little bit of Tokyo on my brush, a little bit of Press Leak and uno más, and blush with this. For my under eye, I really want to use the liner called Jarana, so Jarana, I think, in Spanish. It's a green pencil. So I'll very likely be putting green eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I do have to say that NYX pencils, coloured eyeliner pencils, are one of my absolute faves. They have a lot of pigments, they stay on the waterline, they don't rub off throughout the day. They are actually really, really nice. I'm taking a very small pencil brush and I'm going to take El Profesor, which is like this very army sort of green shade. I'm starting from almost my inner corner. It's almost on all of my under eye. I know it looks strange and wrong and awful right now, but it will look good, trust me. Okay, the trick that I found for Revolt, the black in this palette, is to foil it, to make it wet. It sticks a lot better and it is a lot nicer in colour. I'm just using my Rare Beauty face spray or face mist, and I'm putting the black on the outer 1/3, merging the top and the bottom lid together. Probably going to kind of wisp it out a little bit more than I did initially. I do wish that bottom line green was a little bit brighter, just a smidge, not a lot. So I think what I'm gonna do is take Print Money, which is a slight shimmer, on the same brush. I'm foiling it with a little bit of setting spray, putting it on the inner third. Hopefully this one will pop a little bit more. Looks cool, and it actually looks quite festive because of the green and the red. And the last little pop accent is going to be the Royal Mint shade, which is the lightest green, which I'm struggling to pick up. It seems to be the chunkiest out of all of them. I'm going to foil it as well just to make it fair, and I'm putting that on the very inner corner, sort of merging the top and the bottom of my lid that's it for the eyes. I'm going to put some mascara on and some falsies. Time to highlight my face. I don't tend to go for these types of shades, but let's see how it looks. I have the gold brick highlighter. I have my very expensive, very cheap looking brush, and I'm going to highlight. With a shade like this, it's very, very important to blush, because it's going to sort of give you like this sunset effect, because it's so yellow. Not my favorite, not the type of shade I go for as a highlight, but you know what, the brick itself is totally worth it. Okay, and the icing on the cake is the lipstick. I will be honest, I'm not sure which shade to go for. I'm probably gonna go with Nairobi, to be fair. I feel like even more darkness today. It's just going to fit the theme. It's not the most opaque lipstick I've ever had, but when it comes to a cream lipstick, it's very, very comfortable. It hasn't picked up on any of like dry patches or anything. It's nice. I love the colour of this, and I think it matches the look so perfectly. Have I tried everything that I wanted to try? I think I did. Okay, so my final thoughts are, this is a very expensive collector's collection. I am a big fan of La Casa de Papel, so I was happy to pay all these prices. I'm really happy with the mirror. I actually bought another one for my sister as well, because she's a huge fan. The one thing I haven't tried is the El Profesor eyeshadow palette. I might actually give this to my sister as well, since I haven't used it. The products that I absolutely love from NYX are their, what are they actually called? Eyeliner sticks. The lipstick is nice and comfortable. It's actually not bad. I do wish it was slightly bit more opaque, but it's not that see-through. It's just right. It's just okay. The highlighter, not for me. I think it would look beautiful on a deeper complexion. I just bought it for the packaging, if I'm being completely honest. It's quite chunky. It looks heavy in a way on the face. The brush, totally unnecessary, quite cheap, but the only thing that kind of sort of justifies buying this is the name, the La Casa de Papel, on the handle, which makes it quite special. The one thing I think completely is unnecessary is the liner, and I knew this from the start. Once I unpackaged it from the box itself, you don't even know this is a collaboration with La Casa de Papel. If you're looking for a liner, it's fine, but I purposely bought it to have with this collection. The biggest item, the most expensive item, the eyeshadow palette. This came out beautifully. The eyeshadows in here are great, but could I justify the price? I don't think I can. Again, collector's item. I'm really happy that I have it, but £40 is a lot for a NYX product. The quality is definitely not as good as some other £40 worthy eyeshadow palettes, like the Be Perfect, like the ABH. There are other palettes that have a better quality and cost the same price. So this, for me, if you have the money for it, if you really want to buy it, then it's not money wasted. But if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette, give this one a pass. There are better ones out there that are worth the same price. So all in all, I think it's a great collection. There's no particular bad products, none that are completely a fail, apart from the highlighter, probably a very chunky highlighter. But it's just all about being a fan and being supportive. I definitely think NYX took advantage of that, knowing that La Casa de Papel, Money Heist, has a massive fandom and they are making money off us. They really are. Kind of take that into consideration. Don't go crazy like myself and buy the whole collection, because you'll be happy with some bits and bobs. I would just go for the mirror, and that's kind of a lovely thing to have in your collection, that's reminding you of La Casa de Papel, and you'll definitely get your use out of it because it's a mirror. Okay, I've babbled on for so long. I hope you have enjoyed this review. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the look. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. But for now, thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.